Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion.
Hello once again and welcome to Poetry in Motion Sunday. I'm Craig Lewis and you're watching episode 71. As we begin with my first poem, this one's called How the Leaders Make Us Feel. Mr. Prime Minister, tell me why the cost of living has got so high. The bills have left me skint and there's still uniform to buy for my daughter and my son. Next to that still is the task to put food inside their tum. I'm trying to do my best, but I feel beaten like a drum. The stress has got me worried, can't afford to live and there's no discount to be buried. Cursed be this wretched earth, the place that I sojourn. The PM reading the letter at this point began to yawn, then made a paper plain like a child he would perform. He threw it out the window, it got ruined by the storm. The time the mother woke up from this dream was 2 a.m. Prior this moment she had deemed the dream was real. I guess it may be due to how the leaders make us feel. Tell us things to gain our votes, get the win, then make us broke, more broker than before. There was a time black folk could not, and then they changed the law. And moving on to my second poem, this one's called He Laughs About It Now He's Grown. His first words were curry goat before he learned to crawl. He loved the dish so much he threw tantrums when he was 4, 'cause the menu lacked the dish when he'd request it at his school. A meal his mother craved, one might assume. The baby boy was hooked from the first taste in mama's womb. The place he chilled for 9 months and would vibe to mama's tunes. Although the 90s was the era of the finest raps, his mama loved the reggae, she had no time for that. A reggae girl at heart. To a baby she'd be singing Gregory Isaacs from the start, which played a major part in the career that he chose. He locks his hair and learned the skill to design his clothes. As the market now he owns a store. That's where he makes a living, alongside his own calf, where he's known to make a killing, where his curry goat's a hit. The people couldn't pass his calf and not lick their lips. Mama gets the credit, she's the one that taught him tips that he'd finesse and make his own. The fame of his calf would grow, across the country it was known. He got more custom in the building than he would get on the phone. His first words were curry goat, he laughs about it, now he's grown. And moving on to my third and final poem of the day, this one is called The Task. Like a water baby now and then feels the urge to splash. My hand yearns for the pen, which on the paper likes to scratch down my thoughts in word form. Each stanza to the reader's eyes turns candy like it's word porn. Far less is split than readers' wives as they hold on till the climax. I add journey to their mind maps and often climb back to the past. Like school days when we knew not the value of hard-earned cash. Chip butters served in baps would be the highlight of your day. But if school reports were bad, then you'd miss out your time to play. Times were hard, but come Christmas, Mum would always find a way to make each one so special. Why should Santa get the medal? Each Christmas Eve he'd never show, 'cause to this day one may be the lightest sleeper you'll ever know. So little did one miss those times I come to grips with how blessed I really am, 'cause for a single mum in the 90s, it was a task to raise a young black man. So there you have it, your poetry fix for this week. I hope you enjoyed. Until next week, short and sweet. Take care.
Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday.